Hey, it's me again, Dana. So I wanted to come on here and let y'all know what's going on, give y'all a little update of what we're doing with these hatching eggs that we have collected. So I showed y'all the last video. My husband went out there and built a nice little hatching pen, a nice little hatching box, and I went out there and set it all up nice and neat for this little bird to start hatching these eggs. And guess what? None of my birds decided they wanted to go broody. So that's kind of crazy because she's my one chicken out there that I know I can always count on going broody. I've literally had to go out there every other day for the past few weeks to break her from being broody. And I guess I did my job before I decided that I wanted to start hatching these eggs and broke her from being broody. And she has decided to not sit on eggs. She's actually went into the nest and kicked all the eggs out of the nest. So I went out there and I rotated a few of my other big girls out there to see if any of them would want to go broody and start sitting on these eggs, and none of them want to. So it's kind of crazy. I mean, summer, spring, winter, fall, I can usually always count on her to go broody, and she decided, because you want me to, I don't want to. So this is what we've done. We've decided to go with a backup plan. We went and purchased an incubator. Imagine that. So my wonderful husband decided he was going to go buy me an incubator so I can at least try to hatch these eggs out that way if I can't do it naturally. So I'm going to take y'all back here to the guest bedroom where I have this incubator set up, because you want to find an area in your home where you can set this on a level area, and you want to find an area in your home where the temperature in that particular room stays pretty stabilized, and you're not going to have any issues in that particular room with these eggs being disturbed or anything like that. So I got it set up back here in my guest bedroom, and I'm going to take y'all back here and let y'all see what we got going on back here and show y'all how I've set this incubator up and what we're going to do to load this incubator with some hatching eggs. All right. So here we are in the guest bedroom, and I have it set up on this drawer, little chest of drawers here. I couldn't find anything else that was pretty flat to set it on, and I noticed that it wasn't completely leveled because this little top here kind of dips in a little bit. So my husband's cut me a piece of board to put underneath the front side of it so that it could be level, because you're going to have to fill up these compartments here with water, and you want your water to be completely level going in so that you can add the proper amount of water without it tilting forward. If it's tilting forward and it's not on a flat surface, then this is going to act like it's full when it really isn't. So you want it to be completely level so that you can put the proper amount of water in there. So when you set it up, you got the base, you got the grate on the inside that the eggs sit on, and you got this little white thing here that's attached directly to the middle. There's just a little metal post in the middle that it connects to, and that's your egg turner. So that egg turner is going to rotate your eggs automatically every day, probably a few times a day. And if for some reason you notice that egg turner is not turning, you're going to come up here and you're going to press these two buttons here at the same time, and that's going to rotate your eggs. So here's your ventilation. This is going to stay at least half to a third way open for the first 18 days of incubation. After the 18th day, once that 18th day comes, you'll open that ventilation slot completely open on day 18. Your temperature and your humidity level up here, you want to keep your temperature at about 99.5, but no higher than 102. And you want your humidity to be about 55% for the first 18 days. Once that 18th day comes, you're going to come down here, you're going to take slot B, and you're going to fill. You're going to take this little tab off of slot B, and you're going to fill slot B up with water on the 18th day. Once you fill up slot A and B with water on the 18th day, that's going to increase your humidity level to about 75%. So those last 3 days of incubation, you're going to have a humidity level of 75% for those last 3 days. So it's a 21-day incubation period, and you can press the menu button here. It's going to show you days. Day 21. We're on day 21 right now because I just set it up. Once I fill the eggs in here, we're going to keep, you can press the menu button and you press the up or down button to adjust however many days you want it to be set at. So once my eggs are loaded in here, I'm going to make sure that it says day 21, stays on day 21, so I can start my 21-day countdown for incubation and hatch. So on the top here, we have a candler. On day 10 to day 13, probably between those days, you can candle your eggs. You want to do it quickly and carefully. You'll take the lid off, you'll sit it down on a flat surface, you'll put your eggs right up here on the candler, fat side of the egg down, and you want to try and do your candling within like an 8 to 10 minute period. You have like an 8 to 10 minute time frame to get your candling done very carefully without jostling the eggs and knocking the eggs around too much, and then placing them back in the incubator and getting it sealed back properly and getting your temperature and your humidity level back stabilized. You don't want to leave them out of the incubator for too long to cause any kind of disruption to the development process. So once I start candling eggs on, I'll probably do it like day 10 or 11. Once I start candling eggs, I'll come back with another video and I'll let y'all see that process so that y'all can see what it is I'm doing and what it is I'm actually looking for inside the egg to tell whether or not that egg is actually developing anything inside of it, or if that egg's just not viable. And at that point, I would pull the eggs out that are not viable eggs and I feel like they're not going to hatch. I'll pull those out and just leave the eggs in that I know have a possibility of hatching, so that we give all of the eggs that are in there enough room to hatch properly. And on day 18, you're going to close this thing down. You're going to seal it. You're going to shut it. You're not going to open it back up. But on day 18, before you seal it and shut it and close it back up, close it down completely, you're going to take out this egg turner. This particular incubator stops turning eggs on day 18 automatically anyway. So to give your eggs and the baby chicks that are going to be hatching enough room inside of here to hatch properly, have enough space, and not disturb the other eggs that are trying to hatch, you're just going to take this top off and you're going to lift that egg turner up out of there. There's enough space in between here that when you pull it up, it's going to slip right over those eggs without knocking them or anything like that. So you just want to be careful, not knock the eggs around. And you're going to pull that egg turner up out of there. You can put the lid back on. You're going to seal it up and not open it back up for no reason whatsoever. Even if you're tempted to open it up and try to help a chick that looks like it might be stuck, don't do it. This is what I've been told. Do not do it. You could cause more harm and more stress to the chick trying to get out of that egg before it has a chance to get out on its own. So do not be tempted to open this up and help these chicks get out. They can do it on their own. They can, take up to 48 hours to actually completely break out of that shell. So on day 21, should start seeing some pips, which is just little holes where the beak has started to break through the egg and start to hatch. So on day 21, you should probably start seeing some action. Give it up to day 24 before you completely rule out an egg not hatching. Just because, you know, it could take some time for some, you know, a little bit longer for some, and others it may not take as long. So let me show y'all my eggs. I have these eggs, and what we're going to do is we're going to place these eggs inside the incubator, and we're going to place them with the pointy side facing toward the center of the incubator. I've also labeled each of my eggs with a number, 1 through however many eggs I have, and I put an X on top. That way, when I put those in the incubator, I'm going to start them off with the X facing upward so that I can keep an eye out, make sure my eggs are being turned properly. And I numbered them because I want to make sure that if there's anything going on with the egg, I can document it. I can write it down, and I know which particular egg that I'm talking about because I have them numbered. And I know if anything's going on with that egg that I need to document, I can write it down and I have them numbered. So we're about to load up this incubator here in just a moment. Yep. And we're going to see what we can hatch out. And you're going to let your eggs sit. Don't take the top off at any time unless there's something that you absolutely have to take care of or whatever. Do not take the lid off of it. Keep it sealed. Keep your temperature and your humidity stabilized. And on day 10, you can open it up quickly, but carefully, like I said. Candle your eggs to see which ones you're keeping, which ones are not viable. Reseal that thing back up. And don't open it back up until day 18 when you have to reach in and grab out that egg turner and give them chicks enough space to hatch. So from there, you'll let your chicks have the process of hatching. You'll keep an eye on them once they all hatch, or you may have some eggs that don't hatch, and that's fine too. You'll be able to take your chicks directly out of the incubator and put them right in the brooder box. Now that's the actual process that I'm used to because I raised all of our chicks from babies in brooder boxes. They went from the brooder boxes to the coop to the yard. So I'm used to that process and know what I'm doing there. So I will keep y'all updated. I'll continue to come on and let y'all check out the eggs and see what's going on. And I'll keep y'all going along this journey with us through the incubation process, the hatching process. And I'll let y'all see these little baby chicks grow up. So fingers crossed that we have a good hatch rate. And let's see what hatches. Bye.